Christianity's relationship with slavery is a story of deep tension, massive failure, and ultimately, transformation. Let's break it down. When Christianity first appeared in the Roman Empire, slavery was just a normal part of life. No society really questioned it, so it's important to know that the Bible didn't invent slavery. It was speaking into a world where it was already deeply embedded. Early Christian texts, like the letters of Paul, address slaves and masters as part of everyday reality. But at the same time, these texts planted a quiet but radical idea that every single human being is equal in the eyes of God, in a world built on rigid hierarchies of status and power. This idea was revolutionary, even dangerous. Over the centuries, this message was both honored and betrayed. Fast forward to the era of the transatlantic slave trade. Here we see one of history's great tragedies. Some Christians twisted scripture to justify a brutal system of racial slavery. They cherry-picked verses, ignored the core message of their faith, and used religion as a tool to protect their power and profit. This deliberate misuse of Christianity caused unimaginable suffering and left a legacy of harm that the Church is still grappling with today. It remains one of Christianity's greatest moral failures. But that's not the whole story. The very same faith also became a powerful force for resistance and liberation. Enslaved people themselves found strength and hope in the Bible's stories of freedom, like the Exodus. They saw a God who sided with the oppressed. At the same time, Christian abolitionists read the same scriptures and heard a clear call to fight for justice. They argued that if all people are created in God's image, then holding another person in bondage is a profound sin. Their faith gave them the moral courage to challenge the laws, economies, and traditions that were all built on human slavery. Today, most Christians are working to acknowledge this painful and complicated history. They recognize that their faith has been used both to oppress and to set free. The lesson here is a powerful one. Faith itself doesn't automatically lead to justice. It all comes down to how people choose to interpret and live it. Christianity's legacy on slavery isn't a simple, clean narrative. Instead, it's a stark reminder that powerful ideas can either be used to chain humanity or to help set it free. Thanks for watching. If you found this perspective valuable, consider subscribing for more deep dives into history and ideas.